here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Bridgewater to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Michel. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 2nd and 11. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least 1 more OT to decide it after this. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in 1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.